Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 14 of Talk of the Rift. This is a podcast about all things League of Legends, from the current state of the meta, upcoming changes, and professional play. I am your host, Logan, and joining me today again is Eli.
What's up?
And Cubes.
TSM, TSM, TSM.
At the end of the show, we'd like to do a live Q&A, so if you want to submit your questions, you can tweet them to us at Talk of the Rift, post them in the Twitch chat, and if you've missed any of our previous episodes, you can check them out at anchor.fm/talkoftherift, and from there you can find us on virtually all podcast platforms like Spotify and Apple Podcasts, just to name a few. How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing all right. It's been a long week. I'm ready for the weekend.
Yeah. I agree. I work retail, so I've spent a lot of time around sick people right now, and I'm ready to just exile myself to my house for 3 days and just play
Do you guys
video
get rated
games.
too?
What's that?
Do you guys get rated too?
Not as bad, because like
We got
Menards is not like it has groceries, but it's first and foremost like a hardware store, so people don't really think about us. So like we're out of hand sanitizer, face masks, and like toilet paper. But
Okay, I was gonna say the country wants to know if you have toilet paper.
the toilet paper was gone today, so we actually lasted a long time, and we got more in, and we're gonna get more in. But the face masks, they came and went, and now they're just gone. Hand sanitizer, we had 100 on Sunday. We had 100 of them for 20 minutes, and then they were all gone. Yeah.
Wow, 20 minutes?
20 minutes.
Did you have a lot of people coming in and buying like just large amounts of it, or what?
Yeah. The one lady, to be fair, one lady came in and tried to buy like 50 of them. And then she was like, I want a discount because I'm buying a bunch. And we were like, that's not how that works. And then she like left 2 boxes behind. And then we put them back on the shelf and they were gone within like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But now we put a limit out of like only 6 per like person, 6 of something per person.
Because you know she's turning around and selling those, right?
I believe she was I think she was a daycare person. I think she had like the badge, her badge on, like employee badge.
So she's selling them to toddlers, is what you're saying?
Probably, exactly. Well, you feel bad for like the, like we have contractors that come in. They're like, I need a mask because I have to go do drywall and stuff. And you're like,
Right.
I don't have them, and they get like super mad. But like they understand, but like still, like you feel really bad. It's like you can't do your job because people are just losing their minds. But yeah, whatever.
We had a Home Depot near me. A fight broke out over toilet paper. So
Wow.
Nice. You don't
One
get that
guy
at
came
Menards. We control the
guy,
fights.
One guy came in and bought 3 carts worth of toilet paper.
Good Lord.
3 carts.
Carts.
Why?
Filled
What
up
did
3
they?
carts.
How much toilet paper do you use? Like, I realize you want it for a long time, but like,
You can always get
on.
more.
And
There's
at that
always
point-
Amazon.
At that point, it's like
well, Amazon's selling hand sanitizer for like $100 a bottle. So
Actually.
yes.
supply and demand.
Oh man.
I feel like you're buying that much toilet paper, you're probably getting some medicated wipes as well.
Yeah.
Or at least you should if you have any foresight whatsoever. Which, if you did, you probably wouldn't be buying that much toilet paper, to be honest with you. But
So anyway, League of Legends.
League of
yeah, we can do
Legends.
that. Is that what we're here for?
How's your solo queue experience, Ben?
Stop playing
As
on my
two
main
people
account.
just go.
I had
Wait, why did you
my
stop playing your main? We were crushing it.
kind of. I played the game in the morning yesterday. 6 minutes in, I'm 8-2 on Silas.
All right, yeah.
We
good.
have 3 members AFK DC.
Woo.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
soul crushing.
So that's pretty much it's like, you know what? I played another one, won that one, but I was like, you know what? I just want to screw around on the Smurf. And so I have been, and that's been more fun. So I've been doing the off meta picks that I so love. Kaisa mid's actually kind of good.
You know, I haven't played Kaisa jungle yet this season. I should probably get back into that.
Maybe.
At least once. I'm
Still
not saying
undefeated
you have.
on it.
Do
so
it at least once, for
I
sure.
don't know if I'm willing to break that streak. I think it's like
Just
10
never
and
just
0.
retire it.
Yeah.
No, that's so good.
And on the top.
It's the pocket pick. It's Halloween Clash this weekend. I want to talk about a solo queue game that I had.
Okay.
Koobs was a part of it, so he can vouch for me.
Imagine a world where I just tell you no. By the way,
Was this a Zach game?
Yes, this is that game. Listen, Eli.
Oh, that game's
I
hilarious.
straight tank Zach. I
Okay.
popped off.
yeah.
I gotta see what my kills were. Maybe it was
Okay.
12. It was like 12, 0, and
I was more than 12,
18.
wasn't it?
maybe it was more than 12.
Is it your
17,
first-
0, and 16.
Is it your first Zach game of the season?
Probably my second. I think I played another
okay.
one. Maybe it
I was
was
gonna say-
maybe my first one was on my Smurf.
Yeah, I played with the other one. You
If
already
that's
did.
the first one, you cannot play Zach again because you will ruin that KDA. I did that on a Nivea one year where I had a game where I don't remember what the layout was, but combined kills and assists, I had 49 and I had no deaths. And I was like, I can't touch a Nivea again.
I had 27,000 damage. That was the second highest damage in the game I missed it by like 400 damage. Straight tank. I just I was
you
power
just
farming and then I ganked once and I got a kill and I was like, "Oh, cool." And then I
How long
immediately
was the
ganked
game?
again. 28 minutes. 29
Under-
minutes. 28,
Under
59.
30 minutes.
Yeah, under 30 minutes. I immediately once I
Lord.
got
Yeah,
my
pretty
third
much-
kill,
he
I
was
was like,
pretty
"This
much-
is what I'm
yeah.
doing the rest of the game." And I
He was
just
pretty much just
ganked.
jumping off of cooldown into whoever the closest
And I
person
would one shot people. It was hilarious.
Oh my
You wouldn't one shot people. They would just slowly die and never get away from you.
they could touch me. And the closest I came to dying was like I tried to dive somebody at the end, like on the fountain, but like I tried to catch them when they're like right on the edge so I could like kill them, and like we killed them, but like I got like stunned right on the edge of the fountain, and I took the laser and I like flashed and I had like 5 health, and I was like, and passive was down. I was like, oh baby, like that was close.
Worth noting, if you have your passive up and you get killed by fountain laser, it doesn't proc your passive. You just
Yeah.
die.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
like if you have a zillion
Same
ult
with
on you. or
GA.
whatever.
Yeah.
I also had a
You-
clean Lee Sin game at one point. That was dope.
So you just a jungle main now? Is that what happens?
I think so. I was a
Basically,
jungle
it's
main.
okay.
Like I started the season, I was like, I'm gonna main jungle. Like that's a pretty, like I'm gonna try to do it. I'm gonna actually try to main jungle because ADC. I just
Sucks.
feel like nowadays, it doesn't matter how good I am. Like the games just don't feel in my hands. Like even if I do well, like I could start the game and then like 5 people just kill me bot, and it's like, well, okay. Like I guess that's just the way it is.
Now you're the person instigating the 5-man gank on bottom lane. You feel great about
Exactly.
it.
So now it's like, you know what I hate? Getting 5-man dove bot. What if I'm the one who does that to other people?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to be the jungler that I would want, and like it's working, I would say, for the most part. There was a little stint in there where I like wasn't a fan of, like I went back to ADC because Koobs and I went on like a 13 game win streak.
Yeah, something crazy like that. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a couple jungle games I played where like we would just lose, and like I wouldn't necessarily do bad, but all my lanes would lose, and I was just like,
I know the feeling.
I was trying to gank, and then we would like die, and I was just like, no matter how hard I try, all of my lanes int, and then we lose. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go play ADC again, where I can like control my wins. And then Koobs and I started losing after that big win streak, and I was like, I'm gonna try that jungle thing again. And now I've been like, it's been going well the second time around now.
Yeah, honestly, this season weirdly in solo queue feels like a jungle or top difference
Yeah.
from a lot of my game. Like I have some games where my top lane loses hard, and usually it's just like whatever, it's top lane.
You ever?
But then it's a set, or it's a Mordekaiser,
Oh
or
my
it's
God, I hate
something else that's
Mordekaiser.
dumb, or it's a Jax. And it's just
Mordekaiser
like,
is a pain
oh
in the
my
butt.
god, you can't kill them, and it's So mid lane still feels pretty good. I think mid lane will always feel pretty good, but it really feels like top jungle are like the two important ones for solo queue to me.
Yeah, and you play jungle because you feel like it's impactful, and like the only thing you're hoping is that your top laner is like somewhat not even competent, just not brain dead, and then you see the other team has a Mordekaiser, and your top lane locks in Pantheon, and you just go.
I mean, that matchup's good for Pantheon early, but Mordekaiser just outscores.
Yeah, early,
everybody
and
thing.
then after 9 minutes, the game's over because you've lost.
I don't know. I was the Pantheon Mordekaiser, and I smacked him. Dude, I was like 15-0. He was like 0-13.
Yeah, maybe the Pantheon that was. To be fair, that guy was not intelligent. What is the guy? That player whose gender shall not be announced because I don't know for sure. I'm assuming it's a guy, statistically speaking. Was really bad.
It could be. It very well could be.
But then those are always the people that are like shot calling around the map. The ones that are doing the worst. They're just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, you need to do this and this. It's like, no. You don't have a firm grasp on what's happening here. So yeah, basically all of my games make me feel like I don't want to live on this planet anymore. So I haven't really been
Fair.
playing a lot of solo queue. I went back to playing Rocket League and played the Division 2. The new expansion's kind of fun. And Modern Warfare. That's it.
Yeah, I just want set 3 so I can just. It's coming soon.
I want
I'm excited
mobile
for
for set
TFT.
3. That's all
The
I
mobile,
want.
yeah, that's actually what I.
It won't tell me when it's coming out. It's upsetting me.
Yeah, hopefully soon. They got. Is it 3 mobile things coming out?
So
Well, they've got the card game, TFT, and
and then the
Wild
mobile League of
Rift.
And
Legends.
then
Yeah.
whatever the Rift one is.
Wild Rift.
Riot's just gonna run my life.
That's
That's
the
okay.
goal.
They're gonna have like a esport Olympics with all the games they're getting into.
They've
Call it
got
Riot
like
Con.
a toe in every pool you can get into. Like
Yeah.
the fighting game community is hype about the Riot Fighter because they saw a little bit of gameplay and they were like, that looks dope. And a word on the fighting game community, when they're hype about something, day one, it's all in. And there's people workshopping, like, won't even go
Yeah.
into a multiplayer game. They'll go into training for 4 hours before they touch multiplayer because they want to know how shit works. Like, that's just what they do.
You were talking
You
about
just
having
spam
your,
buttons.
you're talking about having your toe into like all the esports. This is super random because I was thinking
Okay.
of Valorant.
Yep.
Or Valorant, or the hell it's called.
Valorant? I don't know.
Yeah, Freak says it's Valorant, and I
That
just
feels
that
wrong.
sounds
Freak,
bad.
but
That feels
I'm telling
wrong.
you, like Freak is like super anal about this stuff. That's all I'm saying.
I also hate him.
That's
Not
fine.
hate him.
But
But
so I thought of that game. I thought of CS:GO. So
Uh-huh.
did you, by any chance? Because I know you used to be a big CS:GO fan, Eli.
Yeah.
Did you see or hear anything about the new CS:GO league that Monte Cristo and Thorin started?
Yeah, the players, like CS:GO players, are really hype about it.
Did
Wait,
you
what are they doing?
watch? So they started their own CS:GO league. Because
Interesting.
so
you
CS:GO,
can do that.
Well,
Yeah.
because CS:GO doesn't, because Valve doesn't care. You can
Valve
like
doesn't
Riot.
do any
Riot's
of it.
rule is like we own all the tournaments. Like we decide what
Yeah.
tournaments are played. Valve is like we support. The big one is ESL. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
So like that's the one they support. That's the really big one. And then there's like 2 other small ones. So now they're making like Monty and Thorn are like there's room for a 4th one or 5th or whatever it is. And so they made one called Flashpoint. Did you watch the draw show today by chance?
Oh, is that today?
Yeah.
No, I didn't even know.
So they
about
did a
it.
draw show for all the teams, and it was super complicated.
Okay.
Like chat was like not excited about it, and because I was like, oh, interesting. Like they had this like big like they kind of had a video about it where they're like explaining it. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. But then when it got to live, it was very weird. So like. So they had like a caster come out and Monty's like he's explaining the rules because like I said it's kind of complicated, so like he's explaining the rules as it goes, so bear with me as I like botch this, but like
Was it Monty that was explaining it, or
Monty's
was it the caster?
explaining it while the caster
Okay.
is like performing the actions. Okay, so there's 3 teams on, there's 3 groups, and there's 3 teams on stage. The top 3, they seeded all the teams, so the top 3 teams according to professional analysts were out on the stage, and there's 3 cards that are like shuffled around in the caster's hands, and then each team picks a card, and then that decides what group they go into. So then they go sit down in the chairs for group A, B, and C, and then each team, starting from like the highest seed or group A, B, then C, gets to pick whatever team from the rest of the pool is in their group. So of course you pick a really bad team, basically. So the bottom 3 teams, and then those 3 teams, like the teams that were picked, then get to choose what teams they want to be in their group, and then they get seated in, and then those guys get to choose the final one. So then
it's a
seed 'em in.
cascading league draft.
But wait, there's more. And then the last teams that were picked in each group, dude, I'm gonna botch this so hard. Okay, so the first team in every group gets 6 cards, 4 yeses and 2 nos. Okay.
Okay.
Dude, just bear with me here. Okay,
Whoa.
4 yeses and 2 nos.
Okay.
Or no, 4 nos and 2 yeses. Yeah, 4 nos,
and
2
two
yeses. Then
Okay.
the bottom team from each group one at a time, gets to decide, so let's say Group A, he goes, you know what? He goes, I think that Cloud9 from Group C should switch with Dignitas in Group B. And then,
okay.
and then, just hear me out. Then the 3 heads get to they shuffle they get to choose and then discreetly give them to the caster. Then the caster goes dramatically, one at a time, no, no, no. So whatever the majority is it happens. So obviously the Group A guy is or the Group B guy's yeah, I want Dignitas or whatever because they suck. And the C9 guy's no. And then if the Group A guy is yes, then they switch. And they do that 3 times. And they obviously, that's the 2 yeses and 4 nos because you only have 2 times to say yes, basically.
Okay.
And then when that's done, when they get their 3 switches, it's I think it's then the first place teams get to do a switch. The number 1 seed gets to do a switch, no questions asked or something like that.
And why is this?
And while they're
better
doing
than...
this, they're the players are getting up and switching seats. There's a guy with a big TV with all the teams that he's switching them and they're cutting back and forth. Dude, the chat was just question marks. I was you guys, I wanted to just jump through the TV and be guys, this is way too complicated. This is ridiculously complicated. And it's not even at this point, if you just pick randomly, it's just random.
Yeah, why is this better than random draw? I don't understand.
Yeah, it was very, a lot of things to get. But basically, they have their groups. There's 4 groups of 4. Then they play group games, and then they'll get seeded into playoffs, and then they play kind of a thing. But
I hate it.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like anything that you said just now. I didn't like any of it.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
So yeah, sorry that was a small rant away from League of
No,
Legends.
that's
but
fine. I don't.
You can watch it on Twitch, but
I don't want to.
yeah, but
I refuse.
I got as
Not
soon
going
as it
to.
was done, they were let's talk about it, and I'm I don't want to listen to you talk about it. I don't know, they force a lot of smack talk too.
They force it like they're walking up just well, how do you feel
well,
about?
Well, they're the guy's I want Cloud9 and Dignitas to switch. So then they switch, and then they're oh, that means they think you're a bad team. What do you have to say about that? And they put the mic in his face, and he talks. And then he's oh, interesting. Dignitas said that. Cloud9, what is your response? And and then they're hey, leader, what's your response? You're the one who wanted the trade. And you're okay, guys, just holy shit.
They're
We don't need
literally,
reactions to every single thing.
Forcing talking points.
Yeah,
Well,
forcing story.
That's what UFC does and what boxing does. So that's
This
what it's
isn't.
from.
That's not UFC.
Yeah,
It's a bunch of dudes playing a video game. It's not.
Yeah,
we're not punching each other.
In UFC and boxing, at the end of it, they get to beat the crap out of each other.
Yeah.
And maybe one of them walks away with 25% more headspace than she had before, just as a random example. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yeah, I hope.
No.
I mean, I hope the competition is worth it to watch it in the end. But I don't know.
I don't watch CS:GO, so.
Dude,
Well, that's what I was hoping to watch. I was oh, maybe this is an interesting format, and maybe it's makes it exciting. I'll watch, and then I was just I don't really want to watch it anymore. I don't know.
Counter-Strike is one of the good old boys of esports. It's there was StarCraft, and then Counter-Strike was right there.
I think they just said Counter-Strike broke its viewership record the other day.
Which is wild to me, because I didn't really think of... I opened up Twitch, and Counter-Strike reruns are having more viewers than some really, really popular streamers that I watch. It's there's people that are watching a rerun from a week ago, and there's 200,000 people watching. It's what that we already know how that ended. I don't understand but Counter-Strike live events are the coolest thing to watch, even if you're watching on Twitch, because I haven't been to a thing, but they have some of the best crowd reactions to events that happen on stage. I love watching LAN tournaments. They're so cool, but I just it feels stale to me because nothing has changed from when I played 4 years ago. It's gotta be.
When we lived together, you played a lot. That's when you were really good.
So 7.
You say
Not
7?
7 years ago.
We're not that old, man.
5.
Come on.
5
It's
years ago?
5, yeah, 5 years.
5, yeah.
Oh my god,
It's been a
5
while.
years.
I know. It's like I said 4, and I was like, that's too long. And
One,
then I thought about it, I was like,
2,
no, that's not long enough.
3, 4, 5. This is the 5th year, so the end of this year will be 5 total years.
Because I also played when I still lived with my parents. I played a lot because it was one of the only games that I could play online on that internet. But it was just like very little has changed since I stopped. Maybe like the meta gun isn't an AK anymore. But
Well, that's why I'm excited for like Valorant, because I'd hope that like you get
Valorant.
whatever, you get the whole Riot special where like, I'm not saying every 2 weeks is a patch, but guns get buffed, guns get nerfed, maps change, or
well,
you know,
and
new
character
maps.
abilities make
Right.
it that much different.
Yeah, our character abilities, you nerf, you buff. Smoke screens last for a second longer. That changes a meta.
Mhm.
Stuff like that. New heroes come out because they said they're starting with 5. 5 of them are free. Then 5 you can buy with either in-game with like real money or in-game currency you earn by
Okay.
playing. So Blue Essence, let's say,
That's fair.
and they'll make more heroes as time goes on. So, which that they announced the one girl Viper.
Yeah, I saw
So
that.
her smoke screen, when you lay it down, stays in the same place the whole like map, and you can turn it on and off.
Yeah, I think I saw that. That seems obnoxious to me that you could control vision that much, but
But at the
I
same
guess
time, though, like once you put it over a doorway, like that's it. Like you can't like move it to a new doorway. That's where
true.
it is. But
That's
the
true.
one she like put the smoke screen over the like bomb or the what do they call it, a spike, and then she just like stands in it because she can see, but like other people can't. I think.
That would be too strong. I don't know.
No.
We'll see. We'll
Whatever.
see what the characters can do.
Anyway, back to League of Legends. I got a fun idea.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to see if I can think of some more questions as we go, but
Okay.
I'm just gonna ask these questions and we're all gonna answer them.
Okay.
A little get to know your podcaster segment. We'll go Eli, Coobs, and myself through each
Got
question.
it.
So, what is your favorite?
So I'm taking point on every
You're
question.
taking point on all of them, unless if you don't have an answer, then you want to pass. We'll come back to you. What's your favorite champion?
Blitzcrank. Don't even have to think about it. It's easy because back in the day, on the old client, if you were just sitting and with your client open but not doing anything, in the bottom right hand corner they would have like high ranking ranked games that you could just spectate. I don't know if you remember this. This was a really long time ago.
Yeah, I remember.
And the 2 champions that immediately caught my eye, because this is like I've played 10 games and I clicked on one of those like, what are other people doing? I saw a fat man throwing barrels of wine around, so Gragas my number 2, and I saw a robot that was pulling people through walls, and I was like, I want to do that. And then I just learned how to get really good at hitting skill shots. Actually, back then I wasn't even that good at skill shots because I was playing on my laptop and I didn't have a mouse, so I was playing on a trackpad. And the first champion I really got good with was Lux.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think she was like the second champ I mained was Lux, right after Misfortune. What about you, Coobs? What's your favorite champ?
It's a tough one.
Is it?
My top 3 would be
Katarina, Silas, and Malzahar.
Diana.
I was gonna say why Malzahar doesn't really fit that.
No, but he is my most played champion.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I remember the last time I've seen you play Malzahar. What are you talking about?
I've played him like 30 times this season so far.
Well, okay, we just don't play together this season, but
It's true.
is that a new development?
No, I've been playing him for a long time.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, I still don't have a single champion over
Who are you?
200,000 mastery.
I feel like I'm just meeting you for the first time. You
I
play
mean, he's
Assassins,
good.
and
I think
your favorite character is the thing that beats Assassins.
depending on the assassin, yeah.
Oh,
Until
and
they
I'd like to
get
throw in as a
QSS.
caveat, old Galio would be my number 3.
Oh, true. I do like some Galio. Number 1's probably Silas, because I have them. I don't know. It's Chain Daddy, and I like playing a bunch of different champions. And every single game, I get to play with a new ultimate every time. But Katarina's the original for me. Sometimes I still miss her old kit, but I do really like her new kit. And Diana was I've had some of my most pop off moments on that game. That's the champion I've won the most 4v5s on with 5. So those are my top 3. But Silas is probably number 1. I have a ton of fun with him, and I like his lore a lot. Rebelling against the man,
or the woman, depending.
Nah, it's mostly men.
Mine is Jin. There's no surprise, I'm sure.
No, not to me.
Would have been Ezreal had Jin never been released, probably. But then I think my second, though, now that I think about it, is probably Kai'Sa. I really like Kai'Sa.
Jungle main, by the way.
Yeah. My favorite jungler, I want to say Lee Sin.
Lee Sin's really fun.
But way back in the day, I was a Zac main. I thoroughly enjoyed Zac. And I was really happy when they reverted his ult back to the old one.
Yeah, I hated that.
It was way more fun.
I'd like the kidnapping ult more.
No, I didn't like it at all.
Oh, I love it.
I miss the kidnapping ult. Like, there are times where I'm like, man, I kind of wish that was a thing. But I like the old one way better. I like the bouncing around. Like, you're in a team fight, everything's all chaotic, and you're just bouncing around and shit. I love it. It's fun.
His ult is called Let's Bounce. It should be called Bouncing Around.
Oh, no. Hold up. I'm so sorry. My third favorite champion is not Zac. It's Kled. Holy crap. It's definitely Kled.
Yeah.
100% it's Kled. Actually, my second favorite champion is probably Kled, not even Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa's my third. I love Kled. I can't. I feel so bad. I didn't even think about Kled. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, buddy.
You better apologize to him.
I just said I'm sorry.
You better play like 9 games straight of him.
I should. I feel bad. I love Kled. This is my favorite. I love his lions. This is the best. All right. If you could delete one champion in the game, what would it be? Or who would it be?
Delete a champion.
Yep.
I used to have an automatic answer to this. Why can't I think of it right now? Gotta open up League and look at all the champions here.
I'm assuming yours, Coops, is
Vlad?
Vlad.
Oh, yeah. Get Vlad on the fucking game.
I actually think it might be Vlad.
I knew how to look at that. Oh, God, I hate that champion.
Just to tilt you, should I say Kled?
No.
I don't know. I guess... well, because the answer everyone expects is Teemo.
I love me some Teemo.
But I like playing Teemo.
All I do is kill Teemo and get kills on Teemo. That's it.
Yeah. At one point in time, it would have been Master Yi back in the AP Master Yi days.
Yeah, that's fair. Surprised it's not like Morgana or Pike.
Really?
For you?
Yeah,
well,
I mean,
Morgana because you play Blitzcrank.
Ah, but you just gotta know how to play around it.
I mean, yeah.
I actually here's the thing about that. I like when people play Morgana against Blitzcrank. It makes me angry because it's like, oh, this is just the easy like counter. But normally that's people that aren't very confident in their abilities, so you can force their hand into black shielding a person before you ever throw your hook, and then the game's over because you just win.
That is true.
Yeah, it's probably Vlad. I'm bad at Vlad. I'm not a good Vladimir player. I see people playing Vladimir and I'm like, that's not fair. There's a Vlad on my team, lose all the time, constantly. It's Vlad. It's probably Vlad.
I think mine is Katarina. Actually, it might be Diana. I hate Diana so much.
Are you just gonna name all of Coobs' favorites, or you gonna say Silas?
Yeah, seriously.
Diana is so stupid. She one-shots and she just face tanks 5 people and walks away with full health. This is the dumbest thing ever. And all she has is Rod Ages. It's so stupid. I hate it. Can't stand it. It's my permaban champ.
Really?
No, it's not.
What is...
You ban Zed every game.
I would maybe also
do
get rid of
Zed.
Yasuo.
More
Yasuo's
people
probably
play
second.
Zed. What is the stupidest change that League has ever made?
Oh.
Changing Shen so he doesn't have his point and click Q.
Rest in peace, AP Shen.
I missed that ability. He's one of my first pentas. I got it at 13 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. Love
The
that guy.
stupidest change Riot has ever made.
I know there's one more obvious, and I can't think of it.
I mean, I can think of stupid things they've done, but it's not necessarily a change. Like the. I don't know. I don't know the answer to this question. I've never thought about it.
I don't think
There's
I
a
have an
brief-
answer either.
There was a brief point where they allowed Rise to teleport while in Zanya's. That was pretty fucking dumb.
Okay.
Then they came to their senses.
I'm trying to think of like a buff that they like immediately reverted.
Yeah, I can't think of one off the top of my head. The dumbest thing I can say they implemented that got past the PBE was allowing people to stack black cleavers. But that wasn't like they were like black cleaver is an item and it does this, and then they
It was
changed
live
it
for a
so
little
that you
bit.
can't stack
It was
it.
live for a bit.
I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna say releasing a Kali, like live Akali with everything in her like kit. I think was the stupidest thing.
Like the change to current Akali.
Yeah, like
Okay.
just like
When they
I'm
first went to-
invisible under towers.
Oh,
Fuck you.
yeah.
God, that's
That is-
stupid.
I want to say hiring certainly T, but he actually made some dope champions.
No, so
They're hella invalid.
I think that he should continue to make champions. I think that's fine. Like I like that he makes new mechanics because he makes new champions that aren't just
No,
basic.
he
as
does
hell.
he does this. Yeah, no, I
But
agree. That's
somebody
why.
needs to stand behind him and just sometimes say no. Like every other
Well,
thing
they
that he
kinda
says,
did.
just say
He-
no.
He
Like-
wanted a Philios to have 23 different weapons.
Yeah,
But-
he
right,
needs
but
a
I-
get back coach is what he needs.
It's just like sometimes the creativity just runs a little too wild. You can't have 25 things on a kit. 20. Let's just start with 13, and then we'll go from there.
Start with 13.
Okay, what's the best? So I guess what's the best change? What's a good change that League has happened in League? We were like, oh my god, like I love like example like oh Elemental Drakes is like the best change ever. I love it. That's not mine,
Yeah.
but
I
Allowing AP Shaco to be a thing. Love that.
that would go in as maybe an answer to the first question, I think. Oh, this is easy and it happened recently. Extending the Rage on Blitzcrank hook.
Oh god,
oh my
yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Easily the best decision they ever made. Oh, stupidest change? Removing the ballista combo.
Wait, they removed that?
Like, you could still do it, but, like, they made it a lot harder. So it's not like...
Boo.
Well, no, not recently. You've known about this. It's like, it goes from wherever Blitzcrank was when he cast his hook and not...
Oh, gotcha.
Because that was really cool, like, the first time you saw that in the LCS.
Yeah.
I think the best change they started to make was starting to rework already like champions.
Like the actual reworks that were
Like this
like
instead of just
Scion?
making a new champion that's the same thing. Yeah, but like actually reworking champions.
Yeah.
So although I think they're hitting some of the wrong ones.
Yeah.
And
Cries and volleyball.
I mean, Tryndamere needs to be reworked. Yesterday needs to be reworked.
Tryndamere will probably never
Wukong
get
Well, they're
reworked.
like
still
trying to
needs
rework
rework.
Nocturne or something like that, and it's like sure, but like
Why?
other champions I think need to be reworked way before Nocturne. Nocturne, like people play
Yeah.
that champion quite a bit.
Like Vladimir.
Oh my
So he
god, no.
literally can't
He
do
already
anything.
was reworked.
Yeah, rework him again, so he literally can't do anything. But I think they have some cool stuff with them. I mean, some of them have been mess ups. Like Aatrox has been a disaster, honestly, from a lore standpoint. But for the most part, all the changes have been pretty solid. I love the Katarina one. What are the other ones I'm blanking on now? I mean, Fiddlesticks and Volibear look like they're about to be dope. At least they look cool so far.
The change to Summoner's Rift is pretty high up there for me.
That was a good one.
Oh,
Mine is
Alcove.
the addition of
Out,
Rift
not
Herald.
that change.
I love that change.
That change is still dumb.
I love it.
Edition of Rift Herald, I think.
Okay.
Like, not necessarily the first iteration or the second. Obviously, I
Right.
think the recent one is the best one, but I think just adding that other camp was awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's worked really well, and it's like it's been out for so long. It's just been a part of League now forever. But what role? What did I write here? Oh, what role do you wish you could play?
What role?
Oh wait, yeah. Okay, I guess let's start this. What role do you main currently, and what role do you wish that you could main if you wanted to?
I mean, I flex between playing jungle and support given a situation. What do I wish I could play? I feel like I've got an okay grasp on pretty much. Like I can play any position. Like if I get filled, it doesn't bother me. I'll play a champion. I've got a champion.
Right, but I mean like a
everywhere.
role that that you could play all the champions and be good at it, or be really good at it.
I wish I liked playing top lane. Because I like a lot of the champions that go up there. I just don't like the way that lane rolls out all the time.
Yeah, I play main mid lane. And I wish I could play mid lane. Wish I was better at it. What I actually wish for is being really good at Riven. So that shit's fun. I used to be pretty good at Riven. But then I stopped playing top lane. But some of the stuff like the top Riven players pull off, Box, Adrian, it's just like nutty.
Yeah, Box is just kind of disgusting on like everything he plays though.
Yeah, he's good.
Hi, my name is Logan. I main jungle and ADC.
Hi, Logan.
I think I would wish that I could main mid. I think probably would be it, or top. No, probably mid. Because assassins, I think.
I love my assassins. I wish I could play control mages better. That's probably my actual answer. As far as like within mid lane, what I could do better. I wish I was better at control mages.
I feel like I can play
I
assassins.
get too greedy on them.
Yeah,
I got the assassin mentality.
I
Too
can
much
play
on
assassins.
everything.
I can't play like all of them.
No.
Yeah.
Like I don't touch Fizz, Katarina, Diana. Like I could play Zed. I could play Yasuo if I need to, I guess, but not. I don't care for it. But anyway. Let's see here. Oh, I did. I had right underneath it. What champ do you wish you could play? I guess we kind of answered that.
Yeah.
What is your favorite skin?
Oh.
Let's go to my skins, so I can look at them all.
The one I have the biggest like emotional tie to is gonna be Debonair Jace because it was the first conversation
Oh my God.
you and I had.
not
about
Rusty
League of Legends,
Blitzcrank?
Logan. I will stab you for bringing that up.
See, there's the emotional response to that skin.
No. He said favorite, so I'm going positive emotional ties here. What is my favorite though? I do wish I had Rusty Blitzcrank. But that's apparently never going to happen.
Yeah, Riot is just not a fan of you having that skin.
Nope.
I have so many skins. What the hell?
I've tried. I've tried. They ain't having it.
Yeah, I have like way too many skins, by the way.
Well, the problem is that Riot comes out with these new skins, and it's like all of them are really, really cool. Like they don't do the 750. Oh, that's pretty neat skins anymore.
Yeah,
They're all 975 and 1350s.
Mine might be Super Galaxy Rumble. I've had that skin forever,
I hate that skin.
and I've never wanted like a different one for Rumble.
Have you ever? You don't watch anime, so you don't know the show that skin's based off of.
No, I do not.
The show's called Gurren Lagann. If you want to get technical, it's Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. It's very, very good. It has like 2 of the hypest episodes of any anime I've ever watched.
I use Knockout Lee Sin a lot too.
I like Knockout. I think Firefighter Tristana is like the skin that I've always really liked. Really like Dragon Tamer Heimerdinger.
Yeah,
That is a good
same
one.
with Tristana. I like that skin a lot.
Yeah.
I do
And
like
Brolof's a classic.
Brolef's good. I like Sandstorm Katarina because when you taunt with her, she does a backflip. It's the only skin she does it on. I don't know. I think that's probably it.
BMO. It's great.
I
Beamo.
have
Nautilus.
BMO, Astronaut Teemo, Little Devil Teemo, and the Omega Squad Teemo. It's like every time I played Teemo, like once a year, I have such a hard time like picking the skin.
Deciding.
I'm like, I want to play all of them. They're so good.
Anniversary is pretty funny though. I like that one too. He's Alta Teemo.
Anniversary is really good.
Yeah,
Did we all say one?
we did.
Okay.
I think so.
I just want to make sure. Last question that I have.
Okay.
What is your favorite moment in League of Legends that you can remember?
Oh, probably when TSM whooped Cloud9 last week.
No. Favorite
Whooped
moment.
them.
Favorite moment
Whooped
for
'em.
you. For you. That happened to you.
Whooped them.
That happened to you. Okay, that's
In
important.
Oh,
a
that
game,
actually-
like you personally, in a game,
Okay.
playing with friends, playing solo queue. I don't know. Was it a play? Was it a thing? I don't know. Whatever.
Was it a play? Was it a move?
Exactly. Faker.
One of mine's got to be when I was playing Nico, and I used it my clone one way and walked, and me,
Oh
actual
my
Nico,
God.
walked through all 5 of the enemies at 10 health and lived because none of them attacked me.
Oh,
That
that's
might
funny.
be my
I remember
favorite.
that.
I wish I would have clipped that. Probably would have gotten hella upvotes on Reddit.
So many that you used the word hella.
Yeah. It's probably a big number.
I think mine is we were playing. This is long ago. Oh God.
Galaxy far,
Far away. We were playing ranked 5s,
Oh,
and
okay.
I was playing Jinx, and I don't remember everybody that was in the game, but I know that Rank was in the game,
Uh-huh.
and he was frontlining, and the enemy team had a Nasus, and the Nasus was tanky as all can be with a crap ton of stacks. Basically, if I got queued, I was dead.
Uh-huh.
And like we were front to back team fighting, and it was just going on. It was on and on and on, like 10 seconds of auto attacking. And the Nasus died, and Jinx got excited, and just like I switched to rocket mode, and just like threw a gauntlet, just like through the middle of my team, just like went forward, and we won the game. It was like 58 minutes into the game, and it was right in front of Dragon Pit. But I remember because I just graduated from college, because then we were like, yo, are we all going on a walk? I drove up to campus because I just lived down the street. I was like, Ray came out of the dorm, and I was like, my man, and we like high-fived because I was like, damn, that was awesome. I love that shit. It was so cool. I miss front-to-back team fighting. All these
I
damn
got another
assassins
one
in my games.
that I also really liked.
Go for it.
Where it's the 1v1 tournament where I first time Kled and beat Noah on his Gragas.
Oh my God, yes.
It was when Kled like literally got released that day. His first time it. Oh, it cracked me up.
Can I?
I missed that 1v1 tournament. That was awesome.
That was
That
fun.
1v1 tournament was cool, and we could do it again, but just logistically, there's people all over the
Or
place.
Jake Winky's kill on.
That's what I was gonna say. I wasn't a part of it, but I think I was casting the game back. You guys are laughing at the thing. Yeah,
God. I'm sorry.
we back in the day, for context, for people that don't know. So when we all went to this weird Christian college that we all went to, we would do tournaments. That was like, there's like 20 people that we know. If we're scraping like everybody that we know that went to the school and played League, we had tournaments where we put together 4 teams, and we'd have a committee that would rate all of the players, and then we'd snake draft, like auto draft teams to try to make them fair, and we'd have like team names. I made logos for teams, and we recorded them, and these are on YouTube somewhere.
Under BLC Gamers.
Yes. Most, if not all of them, should be there. But there's just we were playing best of 3s,
Yeah.
Best of threes.
Yeah. So, one of our friends, Jake. Are we saying names? Is that what we're doing? Did we say names?
Maybe skip
Yeah,
the
I'm just
last
doing
name,
first
but
names,
Yeah, it's first
yeah.
names.
Okay, so our friend Jake playing Darius and just carried his team.
And he was low bronze.
He
Low
was
bronze. at the
bronze
time.
5.
Before iron.
Admittedly, at the time, better than that, but
Yes.
that's what he was ranked.
Yes.
But he's playing Darius and absolutely carried his team. The other team's captain, Noah,
Who was a jungle main.
who was a jungle main, said no. Instead of just saying we'll ban the Darius and live to fight another day in the second game, said no.
He could
let him
not
pick
play another
Darius.
champion.
It's literally
He
the
literally
only
couldn't.
champion he could play.
This is true. Instead of banning it, he said let him play it, and then picked Fiora into the Darius and got absolutely destroyed.
listen.
Noah was plat at the time.
It's
Were you shoutcasting the game with me, Eli?
I think so.
Okay. So we're shoutcasting the game and we're like talking about it and the camera like goes bot and then it goes top and like you just like watch it and you're just like, oh yeah, and then like, this is happening and if you're in your head you're like and Fiora's gonna flash or do something or whatever. And then like the Darius ultimate comes down and just like dunks him and kills him. And it got dead quiet and then we both just laughed. It was like
because this was a
he's
bronze
he was
player
plat.
against
I
a
think Noah
high
was plat at this time.
Noah was
Yeah.
plat at the time.
yeah.
That was his first year getting plat.
Oh my gosh, it was so fun. It just like it was the dead silence, just followed by the immediate laughter, and it was
Yeah.
like I don't want to be a dick. Like obviously like Jake was better than he
Bronze
was.
5.
Right. But it was just so funny. It was like, no, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna smash him. It's whatever, and just like
I'll take care
dunks
of
him.
this.
Oh, because Jake got a pentakill in the first game.
Right.
In the first game, and he like ran train on everybody. Yeah.
You
So
got
like,
a
the second
quadra in
one.
the second game.
Yeah, I got a quadra in the second, almost got another pentakill, and it was just like, so they ended up just like winning 2-0, and then they were like, when we were talking about it like before the game had started, we were like, yeah, like Noah's team is like should definitely win this, like we were like they're definitely better, and then they just got like face rolled, and I just was like, oh my god. So we always joke,
little bit
we
of
should have
pride
banned
got in the way of
Darius.
that one.
Yeah, should have been a Darius. That probably was that's got to be one of my favorites.
That's an all-time moment in
Yeah.
our group.
That is.
Yeah.
That and wow. Noah's just getting beat the hell up.
He's a part of all of these.
We were playing an ARAM. It just really fun. Like it might have been drunk ARAMs
I think
that
I know what
night,
you're gonna
actually.
say.
And the other team has a Caitlyn, and I know you're playing a Mumu.
I'm a Mumu, yeah.
I don't know what Noah's playing. You guys both have like 100 health, and you say, what's the joke?
I say Noah. What do you call a hyena with half a brain?
And then Noah goes, I don't know what. And somewhere in the middle, Caitlyn had started ulting you. And as she's firing, the timing could not have been better. As she's firing, you go gifted and flash right behind him, and he dies immediately. I don't think I've laughed that hard. I that might be the hardest I've ever laughed. I like not even an asterisk.
Because he was like hiding behind me, and I just like
it was
immediately
so
flashed.
funny.
And just it's the best.
And there's like a moment he's processing that he's not the one getting ulted. Like, oh, I'm back here, but I'm not even the target, so it's fine. And just the timing of gifted, the flash, and then the Caitlyn ult hitting was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I think I died and was reborn a new man that day. Oh my god. Fun with friends.
Fun with friends. Do you have any Teamfight Trivia questions for us today, Eli?
I do.
Okay.
I'm also gonna change the format this week, and we're gonna change the scoring format permanently. We ended tied at 10, and I realized that it's just really annoying to keep track with the rally scoring. So we're just gonna go to the 1 point things. Because it's really annoying to keep track of. I realize now that those rules were a bit
Monte Cristo and throwing like
A little bit, yeah. Unnecessary, unnecessarily complicated.
Okay.
We're not buzzing in this week.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So this one is all by the numbers. I'm going to ask for a number. I think it's 4 percentages and one is a time. And then you guys are both going to answer. I'm going to pick a person to answer each one first. And whichever one of you is closer gets the point.
Okay.
That makes sense? So I'm going to flip a coin. I'm going to flip a coin by Googling coin flip. Logan, call it heads or tails?
Heads.
It is tails. So, Coobs, you get to answer first on the first question.
Okay.
And then we'll just go alternating from there. So, this is for the North American solo queue. What percentage of the player base is ranked at silver and below?
What percentage is silver and below?
Yes. That is all of silver, bronze, and iron.
Can I give
The
an
30
North
answer?
American solo queue.
Oh.
33%.
Okay.
Are we doing this like the Price is Right style?
It is you. There's no penalty for going over. So, Coobs, you said 33%.
So like
Yeah.
if I say 34 and the answer is 35, I win.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna say 34. I was gonna guess 40 by the way, but I'm gonna go 34.
Okay. It is 69.5% of North American solo queue is currently silver and
Much?
lower.
I thought there's a lot more in gold.
Yeah, I did too. I thought there was like I thought it was like 50% gold and like 40 silver. I
Mhm.
was way off.
It's alarming, but it is North American solo queue, so it's like, you know. All right, Logan, you're answering this one first.
Okay.
And Logan got the point for that. What percentage of games end in a surrender in Challenger in North American solo queue?
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
And in a surrender.
And
There's
in
no
a
time
surrender.
on that. Okay.
Nope.
I'm gonna go 20%. 25. Can I say 25%?
You can say 25.
I'll do 25.
25? Okay. Coops?
Well, I could just say 26, but I'm gonna go 50.
You gonna say 50?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be a dick.
Well, I mean, that's why I flipped a coin to see who was gonna do, because basically you can high-low the other person.
Yeah.
It is 37.5%.
Good lord. I thought I was high.
I am going to point out that you are both 12.5% off the mark
Oh my god.
because he said 50 and not 26, so nobody gets a point.
Wait, how we
Which
both
is-
get a point?
Okay, you can both have a
All
point.
right, nice.
That's incredible that you both hit 12 points. That's amazing to me. Wow.
We're
Okay.
talented.
Good job. All right. Coobs, you're answering first. What percentage of games in Iron have an AFK player?
Oh my god.
90%. My brother's the source. He tells me it's every game, so I'm saying 90%.
Is that your actual answer? Is 90?
Let's do 75.
75?
I'm going to say 42.
42? It's a lot lower than that. It's 11.2%.
That's
oh
it.
my god. I honestly
He's a
thought
liar.
I actually thought I'd be right. Like I thought it was gonna be like 30 to 40.
11 is lower than I thought, but it is Iron is the most
Wow.
has the most AFKs. Which, by the way, all
Yeah,
of
you
this
should come to
stuff-
my Plaque games.
Yeah, you can find all this stuff at leagueofgraphs.com. So you can you could just don't do it now. Don't cheat. But
Type
I'm just-
seriously.
that's where I'm getting my information from. So, let me find my questions page because I just buried it behind a window. Okay. So, Logan, this is your question to start with. This patch, Garen has the highest win rate. What's his win rate? This is a Logan question.
54%.
Okay.
Wait. Okay, hold up. This is across everything, right?
Yes, this is across everything.
Okay, I'll go 54 still. That's fine.
Okay.
56.
So I almost want to give Logan a bonus point. It's 53.99%.
Oh man,
Hell
that's
yeah.
the highest right now. Damn, league
He's
is
the
balanced.
highest right now. So I'm not going to give him a bonus point, but Logan did get the point there. So this last one is for Coobs. This is number 5. This one is not a percentage. This is a time. And I did it this way to kind of, if you guys split the difference down the way, this would be a different format. So, what is the average game duration in Platinum Solo Queue? You guys are both Platinum Solo Queue right now, right?
Yeah.
Demoted,
Oh.
but I still get plat players in my games.
So what is the average game duration? This is minutes and seconds. This is a Coobs first.
Let's do 29:30.
29:30. Logan?
I'm gonna do 27:15.
Logan gets the point. It's 27:33.
Hell yeah.
You are like on point today, by the way.
Games are fast, man.
Games are fast. That is, I don't think it's the fastest game duration. What is? Challenger has the actually Grandmaster has the fastest average game duration by a second at 25:50. Challenger's 25:51. Master is 25:52.
Damn.
The longest game duration is in Iron at 29:58. So, you know, if you want to get through more games, just rank up, forehead.
That's all.
Okay, so Logan destroyed here. Taking all 5 points.
Sorry, roll, baby.
And
Yeah, I still
Coobs gets a point because you
I
guys
still
put a
got a
point
point.
on number 2. Wow.
So-
I honestly thought you guys would go back and forth on this.
Give me like
It's-
half a second,
Okay.
cause I just like opened up Twitter on my phone.
Okay.
Okay, I think we're okay. CLG just tweeted that they have updated times for their games this week. They must have been. Oh. Oh, it's Academy. No, what's today? The 12th?
Yeah.
That's Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, it must have just been okay because they rotate times like during the day. I just want to make sure it wasn't like a coronavirus. We're changing the time slots of games or something like that.
Oh, sure.
Like pack them all into one day rather than like multiple days or something like that. But nope, it looks like it was just rotating the time slots. So, alrighty, anything else for you guys today?
I
TSM.
think I'm good.
Dope.
He said with a question mark.
That's fine, because that will do it for us today. Remember to follow us here on Twitch and Twitter at Talk of the Rift. And if you missed any of our other episodes, you can check them out on our Anchor page, anchor.fm/Talk of the Rift. From there, you can find us on virtually all podcast platforms, from Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, just to name a few. Don't forget to send us your questions for our Q&A, and we will see you next time.
See ya!
TSM.